This exercise I'm going to show you is called a single leg deadlift with a reach. It's part of the lower extremity strengthening program. And before I show you the actual exercise, I need to explain the pattern, the hip hinge pattern for the deadlift. What you want to do, you want to make sure that you're moving through the hips, okay? So the way to do that is you can just practice hinging forward through the hips, like this. What you're thinking about is just moving your pelvis and your rear end back as your upper body just bends down. So all the movement's coming from your hips. You're not doing this, and you're not doing this, but it's through the rear end forward. Single leg with a reach is a good hip strengthening exercise. And I'll actually do it on the right side here. You want to stand on one leg, and you're going to reach and do the hip hinge at the same time. So this leg is straight on the left side here, and it's going straight back, hinging or extending through the hip. And then you're doing a deadlift pattern on the right leg. You reach, have a target like a wall, come back to straight. You can actually load it grabbing a medicine ball. Same thing, one leg. You keep the ball in, and as you go forward, you reach and back. Reach, come back. It's a great exercise for the glutes and the hamstring on that side. And it's a good addition to any kind of a lower extremity strength program. This exercise is called the elevated split squat, where you're doing a split squat, your foot is going to be elevated. And what you're going to have to do is experiment with how high up you can go. You can start with just like a low 4 or 6 inch Reebok step up to a weight bench or to a chair. Depends on your flexibility in your hip and your balance and control. I'm going to show it on both sides so you can get the view, but make sure you watch that front leg, that it doesn't go forward so much, that when you go bring your body straight down, you'll see that the knee just stays almost in the front knee stays in the one position or moves just a little bit forward. So what you do, one foot up on the bench. If you're having trouble with balance, you can grab a pole or something to help balance you. From here, you want to stay tall and go straight down, back up. You're working this hip and hamstring, quad a little bit. You can see my knee doesn't migrate forward, but it pretty much stays right over the ankle. Up and down. The other side. That's a split squat. You want to do several sets of 10 reps on each side. Might be a good starting point. But it's great for leg strengthening, hip strengthening from one side to the other. This next exercise is the matrix lunge, but it's loaded with dumbbells in one in each hand, or you could use kettlebells as well. But I'm going to do alternating lunges forward, sideways, and diagonal to the rear. It's called the matrix lunge. You want to make sure you have good form with the lunge, and it's more difficult because it's loaded. This is what it looks like. Stay upright. One leg and then the other leg. Go ahead and alternate. Try to keep your feet lined up straight. When you do this diagonal, the front foot should stay straight. That's the loaded matrix lunge. This next exercise is called the squat jump. I really like this and putting this in different lower extremity strength circuit where you have a series of exercises and you finish up with the squat jump. It can really fatigue you and it's a great leg conditioning exercise. What you want to do, I'm going to show you from the front as well as from the side. You start putting your arms out in front and squat down. When you get down to the bottom, you're going to jump up and the arms come behind you. So, squat down, up, trying to jump as high as you can. From the side, it's a great lower extremity leg conditioning exercise.